What up, folks? Once again, it's your boy Tim with another ride sharing video. Today's episode, I can only refer to this as don't do this shit. I mean, seriously, I cannot make this shit up that I'm about to tell you. Some will find it humorous, others will shake their head in disgust, illustrating how sad this really is. Today we're going to be talking about none other than a federal agent for the Department of Homeland Security, none other than Sean M. Nelson. He's a 44-year-old federal agent for the Department of Homeland Security. What's so special about him? What the hell does he have to do with ride sharing? Well, Mr. Nelson not only lost his job, but now he is a federal felon. It turns out that this federal agent working for the Department of Homeland Security with a prior background as a federal marshal, as a federal prison guard, as an Air Force veteran that has served tours in Iraq, became a federal agent for Homeland Security and used his government car, his government vehicle, to do trips for Uber, Lyft, and Amazon, and got caught from November 2019. You can't make this shit up. From November 2019 to October 2021, this dude was using the government car as a side hustle. Now, obviously, we all know, whether you're working for Uber or Lyft, how much damage this shit does to your car, how much fuel costs operating as an independent contractor in any of these side hustles. We all use a hell of a lot of fuel, put a hell of a lot of wear and tear on vehicles and things like that. So to use a government provided vehicle paid for by the taxpayers is literally a miscarriage of justice. And what he was ultimately charged with was theft of government property. I don't know how they, what the legalese behind this shit is or how they deemed it, but obviously putting that much wear and tear on the vehicles, you're destroying vehicles, and who knows what else he was doing. Obviously, you need to use a smartphone. Was that provided to by the government or whatever the case may be? So what was the punishment? Well, like I just stated before, he is now a federal felon, no longer even able to carry a firearm. So his entire career in law enforcement, all of that training, and he was a federal agent for the Department of Homeland Security for over a decade, threw all of that away for a side hustle, for a side gig. I don't know if it's laughable or should you be shaking your head in disgust, but damn is this awful. They got him on a hook for restitution. They want their vehicle depreciation back. I don't know if he was using his government provided credit card to swipe and get fuel for those trips, or where that money was coming from either. But if he was willing to do that to the car, chances are he was willing to use a government card or something to continue fueling up the vehicle. Nevertheless, the federal government, in terms of damages, restitution, they want Sean M. Nelson to pay back $133,999. So essentially $134,000 in restitution. Gonna take a hell of a lot of trips to make that money back. $134,000 in restitution. And because now he is a federal felon, side gigs are probably all he can do to really make money. Damn, this is bad. But in addition to the $134,000 they're demanding he, fork over in restitution, and the fact that he's lost his job, lost his career after being a federal agent for over a decade, they're taking his pension as well. So this guy's really, really took the plunge over a side hustle. I cannot even explain how bad this sounds. Just simply writing it down to get the details to do this video, it's shocking. Now, it turns out, because the obvious question would be why? These are great jobs. Federal air marshal, Even a federal prison guard, which I don't advise anybody to do because of the dirt you have to see, the dirt they participate in. That's a hell of another series of videos talking about the penal institutions in this country. That's something else different. But, you know, he was a federal prison guard, a federal air marshal. He's a veteran Air Force, you know, a veteran member of the Air Force, served tours in Iraq. This man was a rising star. This man was on his way. I mean, like I stated, a pension. How many folks in corporate America get pensions nowadays? Government job like this, to throw all of that shit away? Damn. What happened? You might ask, what would do? Was it drugs? Was it heroin? What the hell did he get hooked to? According to all the news reports I've seen, the man got hooked on buying baseball cards. Who the hell does that? Apparently, he got so addicted to purchasing baseball cards that it cost him his marriage and obviously led him to do what we're talking about here as a side hustle for more money. Now, I've heard of all sorts of addictions. I've never heard of somebody addicted to tops or some kind of baseball card. I don't mean to laugh at what is obviously a mental issue, a mental illness, but he threw away a hell of a lot to get some baseball cards. I really hope he got some Carl Yastrzemskis, some Reggie Jacksons, you know, some Mickey Mantle cards in there that he can cash in. But we're talking about the feds, so you know they seized every damn thing he's worth. $134,000 in restitution. They'll take your house off your ass. Just wanted to bring this by. Hopefully this does not become a series title, Don't Do This Shit. But damn, to give all of that up. What he ultimately walked away with, because he was facing prison time as well for theft of government property, they were able to knock it down to 2 years of probation. I mean, he's already lost a hell of a lot. I don't know if really taking away his freedom was really necessary at this point, because no, he doesn't sound like an individual that would really be of a threat to society. He certainly needs to be punished if he did all this to vehicles at the taxpayer's expense. But when I read off the laundry list of what has happened to the man, he's faced ample punishment. He's literally threw away his entire career and his retirement. So he will be paying for this for the rest of his life. Anyhow, just wanted to bring this video by you folks. I don't know if you've seen any other folks out there in ride sharing that are driving vehicles that have these fairly cushy jobs to do something crazy like this. But veteran drivers out there, what the hell do you think of this? And as always, I don't know what else to say, but subscribe to the damn channel. Catch you in the next video.